evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Midweek War. We are here to talk Lucha Underground. I am Mad Mike, although I am not mad because we're talking about Lucha Underground. With me, as always, is the voice of Inspire Pro Wrestling, Eamon Paton. How are you, sir?
I am fantastic, as you could predict, being that we're talking about this show.
I love this show so much. Eamon, let's just kick it off like we do. ¿Cuál tu una palabra for this show?
I think it's safe to say una palabra, cage. In many senses of the word.
I'm imagining you're putting a little like squared thing, like cage squared. Yeah. My word is waxy.
Wow. God.
Yeah, we're going there right off the bat. Eamon, ¿cuál tu bueno this week?
Well, there's two really good matches on this week's show, and that's not to say the other matches are bad because there's only two matches. But I really love that cage match. That cage Johnny Mundo match was really spectacular. Great match between those two. I really love Cage more and more every time. His style of wrestling is so different and fun, and I really enjoy it. They had literally one of the coolest sequences I have ever seen. The part where like Cage gets a hold of the kendo stick at one point.
Yeah.
Tries to start hitting Johnny, but Johnny basically, because of his parkour experience, keeps evading him in these wacky ways. And is able to grab the kendo stick at one point. But like Cage slams him down to the mat. The kendo stick pops up out of Johnny's hands and Cage catches it. It is the coolest fucking thing.
Yeah, I made reference because Johnny was the one. Well, Taya gave the kendo stick to Johnny. Yeah. And I was during my live tweet. I said Johnny has a pretty good batting average of that kendo stick. Cage, not so much.
Like literally, one thing when they finished that sequence, I was like, how did they fucking do that so perfectly? Like it was gorgeous.
He's parkour.
And they were just doing. Yeah, it was really fun, really innovative. I really enjoyed it.
The use of Taya in that match just added so much depth to it. Yeah. Because, I mean, one-on-one Mundo can't mess with Cage. He can't.
Yeah.
But, like, adding Taya and the way, like, they did it, too, with her just randomly, like, scaling the cage sometimes, but not ever going in until the end, where it was absolutely vital that she had to go in. Like, it was just really... And they even threw in a high spot that I don't think they had to.
Yeah, her doing the crossbody of the cage.
Well, no, first Mundo did the end of the world. He missed.
Oh, yeah.
He missed, but he tried to do the end of the world off the cage.
Yeah.
That was really the best because, like, Johnny could have won the match at that point. Like, and even Vampiro was like, this is why Johnny Mundo hasn't been the champion. He doesn't finish. Like... It's
a great plot point, I feel.
All right.
And now also Cage is the third holder of the Aztec medallions now.
Wait, third? I think it's only second.
I know. Well, Tejano and Aerostar both have one.
Oh, right. I forgot Aerostar had one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, that's already shaping up for an interesting Gift of the Gods match. Already shaping up for it. My Mi Bueno's going to be the main event because holy shit, that was a lot of people. The main event was a 4-way match between 11 people. Wow, just fucking. If you're not watching Lucha Underground, first of all, go fuck yourself. Secondly, start watching it, and then you can unfuck yourself because it's a really, really good show. We had Puma, Ray, and El Dragon Azteca versus the Crew and Joey Ryan versus our new dysfunctional trio of Phoenix, Jack Evans, and PJ Black versus Ivelisse and Son of Havoc with Angelico mysteriously not there. Which I don't know what's up with that. They kind of toss that away really quickly. But what did you think of the match, Eamon?
I really loved it. I just kept thinking throughout it how I have a real appreciation from it of the fact that there is 11 people in this match, 12 if you count the referee, and how they were able to put that match together and have it be executed so smoothly. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, that takes a lot of props, you know, because there's a lot that goes into putting on a one-on-one match. Like, to put on a match with 11 people in it is ridiculous.
And this isn't even like your standard 4-way match like you'd see in WWE. There had to be 4 people in the ring at once,
which I really love.
Oh, I hate, so cool, so cool.
Because there's that aspect of the only 2 people can be involved, but you can tag anyone. That really kills psychology, I feel. Because, like, you know what I mean? Like, I think it was much smarter that all 4 people have a member of the team be legal at some point in time. I really enjoyed that. It was really, really great. I love, to kind of go through the match. Joey Ryan and the Crew were the first to get eliminated. I love the tension they're teasing with him and Cortez.
That's gonna be a long discussion at the precinct.
Yeah, which is another thing. Like, think of the fact that the live crowd probably doesn't know the backstory between the two.
No, so that's the best part.
So it just looks like, they're, they got dissension or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
they have a long established relationship. Like, they know each other probably better than Cortez and Cisco do.
Yeah.
Like, and that's like, I want to go to a Lucha Underground taping, but at the same time, I don't. For the simple reason that I wouldn't get the whole story because Lucha is so good with their backstage promos.
Yeah.
But yeah, so after that, it was PJ Black's team. It was
Evil East Son of Havoc.
Yeah, they got eliminated next because PJ Black's an asshole.
Yeah, because PJ Black's a dick. Evil East did this awesome, Yoshi Tana kind of move on Jack Evans, I think it was. But PJ basically just kicked her in the head, and they reversed the pile and eliminated them. Such a smarmy way to do it, which I think was so perfect. And a shocking thing of the trios tag champs got eliminated.
Yeah, and we were guaranteed new champions, which honestly I don't know if I expected it or not. I didn't expect it. I was hoping though that it was going to come down to the 2 teams that it came down to, because good God, that was baller. Yeah, that was really good. We got to see the Pizza DDT again. We got to see Phoenix kick Dragon Azteca's head off out of the Pizza DDT. Yeah, the Pizza DDT. You got to see a 916, which is a little bit of a rarity instead of a 619. And just the whole finish to the match. The new Lucha Underground Trios champions, Rey Mysterio, Prince Puma, and Dragon Azteca. Fucking awesome. I love it. 1, because they're an amazing team. 2, I really love that. Puma's the only. And if we're counting the gift of the gods, it would have been Phoenix that would have held 2 championships. But for the fact that Puma's held the heavyweight and the trios title is awesome. Yeah, I really, really love this. Side note, I think my other favorite part of the match goes to Jack Evans, who's when he's working over Evil East, and then proclaims that while she says that she's the baddest bitch in Lucha Underground, I'm the baddest bitch in Lucha Underground. Yeah, Jack Evans identifies himself as a bitch. It's pretty great. It's fantastic. Jack Evans, I'm serious. For season 3, I know you guys are already filming. To Joseph, just mic him up. Just have him do running commentary in every one of his matches. He's so good. So good. Really, really good. If I could make a perfect tag team, it would be Jack Evans and Kevin Owens. I just want to see them as a tag team. It would be amazing. Neither of them would ever get in the ring, but they would win every match. I'm not sure how that happens, but it would, and it would be fantastic. All right, but not every show is perfect. We always say that. Eamon, quals to Malo this week. I don't know. I don't know if I want to say one. I have a change, but I don't know if I have a bad. Okay, well, I have a bad. Okay. I have a bad. The half-assed explanation as to why Angelica wasn't there.
Well, that was going to go into my change, but yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if Angelico actually got injured.
That's the thing. I couldn't. There was a point when he said that where I was like, so is it an actual injury that they're like finding a way to kind of cover up on, or is this a plot point?
Yeah. Either way, I think you could have done something with it. Like, they were able to explain away Chavo's injuries for not Chavo's injuries, but Blue Demon's injuries for Ultimate Lucha last year. But
Chavo's.
It was Chavo? Okay, I thought so. Yeah, because it was Blue Demon versus Tejano. Yeah. But like, we need something. Like, and I get shit happens. I understand that, but just Dario coming out and saying that Angelico got injured, like, not even like a hint of maliciousness.
Well, here's the thing. Here's my perspective on it, because when I was watching this week's episode of Lucha Underground, I was actually running a couple minutes late to like get to where I could watch it. So when I like first started watching, I was like right in the start of the Mundo cage match. So when that segment
cage match,
the cage match, but what happened was I heard that happened, and I immediately thought, oh wait, maybe there's something in the beginning that I missed.
Mm-hmm.
So I went back and watched it again, and there wasn't. And I was like, okay, maybe I don't know. I'm interested to see, because I really would have like it kind of transitioned to my change. I would have had some segment where Angelico's like on the floor or he's attacked, something to kind of show that something happened. You know what I mean? Because they're definitely kind of implying that something happened.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't seem like a shoot injury. It seemed like a work one. And I'm like, if there's a work, show us what the work is. Or, something. I mean, and Lucha Underground is usually very, very good at doing stuff like this. But for some reason, it fell flat. And it took me, because this is the second time that Angelico, Son of Havoc, and Ivelisse have had to have a big match with only two of them there.
Which I think could provide a good plot point in the sense that they're the most effective when all three are healthy and they're a team. Because when they lost the belts, it was because Ivelisse had her injury. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
That could be a good plot point going forward of the fact that they work best when they are working together at 100%. You know what I mean?
Now, if we come to find out that Joey Ryan had Angelico arrested for reckless driving, perfect.
Amazing.
Oh, that'd be so good. That'd be amazing. I don't know if we're going to get something like that. If we did, it'd be phenomenal. I would love it. But I don't know. We just need, again, this is a nitpick because the show is phenomenal. But
I was going to say, there's another way I would maybe fantasy book that.
Okay.
And it's kind of a offshoot of that. The fact that in AAA, Angelico is in a tag team with Jack Evans.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can tell their gear is basically the same thing. But
they just have similar color schemes. But no, there's ways you can go with it, and I trust Lucha Underground to, as we go forward.
So do I. Yeah.
With it,
Yeah, like, and see, that's the thing about Lucha. Like, that's the thing about any wrestling program. If you build up enough trust, we'll tend to let some of the shit slide because we usually pick up the slack. But
I would have. I just kind of expected them to do something with it this week, but who knows? They may do something the next week.
Yeah. All right. So, Eamon, is that basically your change?
Yeah, that was my change.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get to my change. I wouldn't have Vampiro reference his medication on commentary when at the end of the show, we're going to show that he's clearly not taking the medication as often as he should be.
Well, no, I mean, I like that because he's straight up, he's lying,
Okay, all right.
He's putting out the fact that I'm taking it. You know what I mean? Like,
okay, I didn't even look at it like that. Okay, so I guess I don't really have a change then. Actually, what my change would have been? I would have had, Havoc and Evie be the last team to be eliminated.
Yeah,
I would have, because it shows them going out as the fighting champions despite being a man down.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I mean, this sets up if Angelico is work injured, shoot injured, it still sets up something with PJ Black and Jack Evans, because obviously that trios team is going to split up. But I don't know. I would like to see them be the ones at the end.
If I remember correctly, it was Evie that got the pin on Cortez, right?
I believe
because that was like the schoolboy thing.
So. I believe
yeah,
so.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. 'Cause to me, that kind of saves it. Like that they at least got an elimination out of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was because Joey Ryan wanted to tag in because Evie was down.
Yeah.
And that Joey Ryan plays his character so well. like he doesn't want to fight a woman when she's standing, but when she's lying on the ground, he's like, "Tag me, tag me, tag me."
Yeah.
So creepy. It's awesome. All right, so Eamon, where did you rank? Oh, let's talk about the Pentagon.
I was gonna say we should probably talk about.
Yeah, we should probably talk about that a little bit. What'd you think, Eamon?
I like it. I really like it. I read reviews about this episode online, which I hate doing because they'll say stuff that pisses me off. Because it's all I don't know. People review Lucha Underground like every wrestling show. I don't think it should be, but whatever. Some people's argument was, "Oh, Pentagon shouldn't be like you shouldn't be blatantly saying that Pentagon's weak," but it's like that's the point.
Mm-hmm.
The point is that he's been weakened, and Vampiro is trying to get him to a sadistic point to where he can battle somebody like Matanza and be as sadistic.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the story. So you have to make him weak. I just don't like the belief of people. Well, if this guy's a strong character, he has to look strong all the time.
No,
because that is the most boring bullshit. Like,
see John Cena, see Roman Reigns. Like, I'm sorry, I love superhero movies. I do. I love them. Would I love them if my hero was always winning? No, that's fucking dull. I.e., Man of Steel. That's fucking dull and boring as shit. You need to have your hero knocked down so that they can get back up. That is the literal hero's journey. Like, that's exactly the fucking point.
And especially with the story they built about Vampiro being his master and teaching him how to be sadistic and vengeful, and how in the beginning, once he returned to Lucha Underground after all this time away, like he kind of almost regressed in a way.
Yeah.
And how he has to get him back to that point.
Like back to the point where he's pulling out barbed wire and panes of glass and making it an editing nightmare for Krista Joseph.
Yes. But you and I read that as they need to get Pentagon to that point because that's the only thing. That's the only mentality. That's the only way that Matanza gets defeated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think it's kind of funny that like 3 of our top 4 stars are out. You know, out for the foreseeable future because Pentagon just got wax poured in his eye, and Matanza and Muertes went through a fucking building.
Yeah,
none of them are coming back for a while, so we might get to focus on some medallion shit. And I'm hoping that this is when the cop story starts taking a little bit shape.
Yeah.
That's all. Because now trios tournament's out of the way, so Joey Ryan and Cortez don't have to be nice with each other. I'm hoping we get back to that a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
All right. So, Eamon, where'd you rank Lucha this week?
Spoiler alert, it's number 1.
Yeah, Lucha's number 1 with a bullet for me too. Fantastic show, despite it only having 2 matches, but I mean it really had 4 if you think about it, because there were 3 pinfalls. But yeah, such a great show. The trios tournament always brings out some fun stuff. Always.
Definitely.
All right, so Eamon, where can the good people of the internet find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Eamon2Please. You can also check out the wrestling promotion I'm involved with, which is Inspire Pro Wrestling over at inspireprowrestling.com and on Twitter at InspireProRes. Go check us out.
Alrighty, and you can find me at MadMike4883 on the Twitter machine. Also, if you want to hear more stuff about professional wrestling, maybe in companies that we talk about on other episodes of the Midweek War, go to our Facebook page. Go to Facebook, type in Wrestling Mayhem Show, ask to join. We'll let you in. You can talk to us. You can tell us how wrong we are about shit. You can tell us how right we are about shit. You can see what the craziness happened in NXT today. Like, there's something nuts that's happening, and we're talking about it. So, yeah, join the Facebook group. Become part of the Wrestling Mayhem galaxy, because we are the first ever Galacticast. And, yeah, so come join the conversation. We don't bite hard. So, for Eamon Paton, I'm Mad Mike, and this has been the Midweek